So you have many businesses. Do you stop them all or do you only do one? Do you keep them all and essentially continue being overwhelmed? Well, my answer will surprise you. If you are that creative spirit entrepreneur with many businesses, you got many things going on because you just have a whole bunch of more things you want to accomplish in life, right? You're trying to build that empire. Well, listen in on this episode of Entrepreneurship is a Marathon for your next steps. You won't hear this from anyone else. At least that's what one such spirit, creative spirit, told me after she was shocked by my reply when she after connecting with me during our 10-minute discovery call. But first, I know some of you are likely new. Hello there. My name is Vanessa Zami, and I am the business defibrillator. And you are tuning in here live on Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube to Entrepreneurship is a Marathon, where I come on live to share with you tips on that I share with my clients in helping local community businesses to revive, grow, and scale their business without burnout, without sleep deprivation, and without the overwhelm. And as always, in every episode, what has been your win of the week? One day that'll be a song. So what has been your win of the week? Type it in the comments below. If you're watching us on Facebook or LinkedIn, the comments will be on your right side. If you're watching us live on YouTube, or even if you're watching a replay, scroll to the bottom, hit subscribe, keep scrolling, type in the comments. What has been your win of the week? Let's celebrate with you. What has been your win of the week? What is something? It could be business, it could be personal, it could be a combination of the two. But what has been your win of the week? My win is that I've had lots of wins, but ultimately I returned from a productive and fruitful trip with my client on site. So I'm essentially in Massachusetts. She's located in Michigan, and I went out to meet her in person in real life. Yes, I am a consultant, not a coach. We entered phase 3 of her business support. It was radical action that was needed to be made. And I remember by the end of the 5th day that I was there, I remember I was just thinking about, the next day of having to leave and just how beneficial the trip was for her business and the ability, just trusting my instinct, trusting at both of our instincts, right? And having me come over. And I'm just so happy to be a part of her journey as she grows her business portfolio and her asset portfolio as well for her and her husband and her kids and her grandchildren as well too. So what has been your win of the week though? Why? What has been your win of the week? What is something that you're really excited to get today and put a smile on your face, right? Type that in the comments. So today we're going into that creative spirit who has many businesses, right? So as you probably know, if you don't already know, so I offer discovery calls to people, right? So I offer like complimentary underwhelming of one business session. And so it's people who are looking to see, okay, are we a fit to work together? And I'm also looking to see if I'm a fit to work with them as well too, if their business is a fit. And so it's asking questions all back and forth. Now, one such call was with a dancer in New York, an artist, a creative spirit. And side note, I get a lot of these clients actually. They say opposites attract. But ultimately, she had or has a nonprofit business as well as 2 for-profit businesses. And she's looking for help. She was shopping around different coaches, business coaches, and she was looking for essentially help in her business. She was not reaching the sales that she wanted. Her marketing, her nonprofit as well, specifically her nonprofit at the time, she was based on being in schools. Now she was in New York, and then the pandemic happened. School shut down, right? And then, as the things sort of became more lenient, then she was like, all right, so now I'm ready to ramp back up again that business and then other businesses as well that are also based on sort of event space. And she also had a vision of where she even wanted the business to go, and they weren't there yet. So it's pretty much in like this revival stage, right, for her business. And during the pandemic, she also took up a day job as well to ensure that she was still keeping income and keeping the roof above her head and all the things. And so she was asking me, how do I grow my businesses and combine them? I don't want to give them up. And I told her, you totally can grow your businesses and keep all of them while doing them. She was like, and I was telling her like, how she can make that happen. And before I describe more into how she can make that happen, right, she was shocked by my response because when she connected with other coaches and other people, right, they say one thing, focus. Shut down the other businesses, just do one. Choose one of the businesses and only one of the services and just do that. Right. And here's the thing. My company is called Your Visions Catalyst. That's the name of my company in case you didn't know. I'm known as a business defibrillator, but my company is called Your Visions Catalyst. Right. And the reason why is because, 2 of our core beliefs and values is that 1, any business is possible, and that 2, anyone can make a business happen. Right. And what I know from my time in the arts community back when I was in theater and dance and song and instrument and all that sort of jazz, right, is that creatives shouldn't and they cannot focus on just one thing for too long. It gets boring. right? It's just not in their nature. And so if that is you, then listen up, right? If you have many businesses that you've already started and you're, things, services that you're still looking to provide and products you're looking to provide in those businesses even further, here's what you need to do. Your next step, listen in, 4 words. Find the common thread. Find the common thread. Your marketing relies on your ability to see this connection, see this common thread, and then describe and explain that connection in a way that makes the most sense to everyone else, right? Your marketing strategy, the reason why you haven't been able to get the results that you want within your business is that you're not marketing effectively, as you probably already know, right? Hence why she hopped on the phone with me, right? Or why you may be watching this. But ultimately, it's what is the right marketing? It's the marketing that ties to that common thread. Because fact of the matter is that you are working on an empire. You currently have a portfolio and you're working on growing that portfolio because you're working on an empire. And the thing is that as a creative spirit, it may seem like you might be getting, people might be saying, oh, none of this connects. Or they might be looking at you like, why did you start this one versus that, etc. Right? But I'm telling you, it all connects. There's not been a time when I've connected with a creative person and they came to me with all these different businesses in their portfolio and I didn't find that connection. Right? There's always a common thread. There's always a connection that ties your portfolio together. And that is the key to you marketing successfully, to continue growing your empire in your portfolio, right? There's no need to, stop doing your businesses or to sell your businesses or assets and start all over again. Your version of focusing for your business, your version of doing that one thing is understanding what is that common thread, right? What is that one common thread for your business, right? As an ambitious creative person, it is very easy to be like, you're doing all the things at once and all the things, and it seems like it's, not connected. But the fact of the matter is that it is connected. And so it's just for you to understand first within yourself, what is that connection? And then once you understand that connection, being able to describe that to everyone else outside of yourself will then allow you to attract the right people, right? Get those strong relationships, get those strong partnerships, right? Ensure that you're getting the right clients and customers into your business and that you are delivering the impact and getting the income and loving every day in the process of making that happen. And so I know that was a helpful tip for that person I was on the call with. And so I want to share that with you for those who are maybe ambitious creative spirits. If you know someone who you're like, oh man, they definitely need to listen to this, then by all means, share this episode with them, whether you're watching on YouTube, LinkedIn, or Facebook, right? If you're watching on YouTube, you can share the link in the browser. If you're watching on our Facebook group, then just essentially invite them to the Facebook group. If you're watching on LinkedIn, then tag them in the comments to say, hey, watch this. All right. And so those creative spirits, they are getting lost in the shuffle. We need to ensure that they understand that, yes, you have that portfolio, you have that empire, and it all is connected. And there's a way for you to ensure that you don't have to, get rid of everything, right, in order to continue growing in your business and reviving it, growing it, and scaling it. If you're looking for additional support, if you're a local community business, if you consider yourself like a micro business level, but you're between the $75,000 to $250,000 in sales, then I encourage you to reach out. Essentially, that's the people who I help the best, right? And so if you're looking to experience explosive growth in your business, take your business to the next level, then by all means, I look forward to connecting with you. You can schedule time at power.vzammy.com. I'll put that link on the screen right now. So schedule a complimentary Underwhelming Overwhelmed business session at power.vzammy.com. Let's first, in this session, we'll understand really what your problem is and what are the next steps in moving forward. And then from there, it might be, that I'm the right step. It might be I'm not the right step. All right. And we'll talk about either way, actions for you to get a clear roadmap in how you can move forward in taking your business to the next level without burnout, without sleep deprivation, and without overwhelm or meditation. So I invite you to schedule a complimentary consultation with me at power.vzammy.com. So the link is at the bottom of the screen. If you're watching on YouTube, the link is in the description. So you just scroll down, click, it's like read more. Yeah, read more. And then scroll down even further, and then it'll be right there, power.vzammy.com at the bottom. And so with that being said, I look forward to scheduling and I look forward to speaking with you all who have already scheduled. And with that being said, have an abundant rest of day, an abundant rest of evening. And I look forward to chatting to you again next Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, live on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube on Entrepreneurship Is a Marathon. Chat soon.